substantial field. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And away we go at the link. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 10 now. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
63.
They send a receiver in motion right. Hurts comes out throwing. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Set.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
No doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and short, Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, Daniels to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Parker. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a small chunk off that lead. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Hey!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
No touch, set.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Broke through the tackle. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 21-7 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And this is touchdown right at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Daniels. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. And the floater falls to the deck.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A costly penalty flag there as that turns fourth down into first and 10.
Miami. Yanni.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has it downfield, working the left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
No touch.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
73.
9-yard line.
73. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Escapes the sack. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No touch.
Hurts with it on third and short. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
On second and 10 now. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, a run with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go.
To throw, Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie from Texas comes up with it. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Hey! Alpha, alpha, alpha! Hey, silver, silver, silver! Don't touch!
On 1st down, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Amendola able to put it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Daniels on 1st down. Wilson on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that. Gets him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Commanders at a deficit. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Barkley's got it. Jukes one defender, and he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Tight end in motion left. Toss play to Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long for Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
Daniels makes a desperate throw for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders drop the lead back to 13. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. 63, bang. Don't touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Taking a deep shot here. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing from near his own goal line. On the move, headed right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Great. Set. Tiger Hornet.
Running back sent in motion.
No touch.
Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. And he's out of bounds just past the 5. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Great. Set.
Motioning him from the slot right.
No touch.
Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Commanders 14.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Running it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Hey. No touch.
He's throwing for it! And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
That is tremendous touch on that pass. You'll see QBs, especially at the NFL level, they'll put buckets in the end zone. At the end of practice, especially at the end of the week, you throw those little touch passes right into the bucket. That's exactly what that goal line fade was all about.
Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Hawks 79 Broncos. Here we go. 19 fight.
Daniels now. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Brought in inside the 20. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Check smash. Go, Reed, go.
They're going to run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Great, set.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now, with a 1st down following that last play.
Hey, easy, 63, 60, hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Throw on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
They send a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On third down, it's Hurts. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Good, set.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. From inside the 1, here's first and goal.
No turn, set. No turn.
Trying an option here, play to the left. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Bass now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here.
63. Crowd left, get it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
at their own 38-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's trying another one deep. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd and 15. Escapes the pocket. Fights off the pressure. And they pick him off again. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll send him over right. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
Hey!
A play fake now hurts to throw. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Great, set. Don't touch.
Another chance for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Don't touch.
3rd and goal. He keeps it left on the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Amendola able to put it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
From his own end zone, here we go. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete to Parker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake here, Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Eagles get to it.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Great, set.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 right. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He puts everything behind this one. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Daniels throwing on third. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. First and 10 from the 41. Again, Daniels to the air. And they pick him off again. Keely Ringo picks it off. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
No touch it. No touch.
Another carry for him. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
No touch it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
No touch.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down. They go play action here. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.